As Kamala Harris continues to accuse Trump of hiding from the spotlight, Trump, in contrast, has been anything but silent, launching one of the most aggressive media blitzes we've ever seen. During an interview yesterday with Patrick Bet-David, Trump made bold claims about former President Barack Obama. According to Trump, Obama no longer holds the influence he once held over the American people. He says they've gotten smarter. He went on to call Obama an angry man who, in Trump's view, damaged his reputation by criticizing black men. This was a direct reference to Obama's recent accusation that black men are sexist for not supporting Vice President Kamala Harris. Even Stephen A. Smith attacked Obama, saying, "How dare you tell us how to vote? How dare you tell us that we're sexist just because we're black men that don't want to vote for the person you have chosen?" Now, despite Trump's remarks, it's undeniable that Obama's name still carries more weight than Biden or Harris herself. Sensing this, the Harris campaign has begged Obama to start hitting key swing states with her in a last-ditch effort to drum up support. So now Barack Obama and Michelle Obama will be hitting the campaign trail in order to stick it to Trump and to try to get last-minute votes. Now, Trump also took the opportunity during the Bet-David interview to address his initial doubt about Fox News host Bret Baier. He expected Bret Baier to go easy on Kamala Harris, but Trump said he was surprised. Baier held Harris accountable, pressing her on tough issues. Trump later acknowledged Baier's performance, stating, "Great job by Bret Baier," in his interview with Lion Kamala Harris. She has a massive and irredeemable case of Trump derangement syndrome, so bad that she can hardly discuss any other topic but me. Now, this interview seems to have had immediate impact on the election betting odds. According to Polymarket, a platform where people bet real money on who will win, Trump's chances of winning have jumped to 61%, which means that Kamala Harris has fallen into the 30s, reflecting a growing sense of doubt among voters who are putting up money that she can win against Donald Trump. I mean, it is just awesome to watch. Trump, the momentum is swinging in his favor. He is dominating, and he is everywhere. He was in the Bronx at a barber shop. He was doing interviews with Latin TV studios. He's doing Fox News. He is all over the place in a final blitz to get as much attention as possible. All right, now I want to tell you more, especially news directly from Trump and Elon Musk, but I want to share a way with you to make some additional money before the holidays with today's video sponsor. You know, these days when you hear about earning rewards online, it's natural to be skeptical. That's exactly why I've partnered with Uplevel Rewards. This isn't just some random operation. Uplevel works with some of the world's largest brands. It's a legitimate way to earn money by trying out apps, games, and services from trusted companies. Here's how it works. Uplevel partners with brands looking for new people to try their products, and they pass along earnings to you when you complete deals. Uplevel then shares the profit with you. Now, this isn't instant. You will have to invest some time to complete deals like reaching a certain level in a game or subscribing to a streaming service. Some deals are free, while others might require a small purchase. On average, people who cash out $1,000 only spent about $68. Once you've completed the required deals, your rewards, whether it's PayPal, Venmo, or a gift card, arrive within 6 to 10 days. Now, there's a game that I found through Level Up called Trivia Star, and it's actually very fun. It tests your knowledge on movies and shows and celebrities. Plus, I got to earn while I played. If this sounds like something you're interested in, then click the link below to get started. Thanks again, Uplevel, for sponsoring today's video. All right, now, I have to admit, such a large Trump lead is a little bit suspicious. This is partly why election integrity has become a hot topic. And it's not just Trump who is sounding the alarm. Former President Bill Clinton recently hinted that the upcoming election could be rigged, and now VP Kamala Harris is following his lead. In a recent interview with Charlemagne the God, Harris was asked why people should trust that this election will be fair, especially since Trump will try to steal it. Now, Harris responded by saying, "It will be a free and fair election if we, the American people, stand up for that." Now, what exactly does she mean? Instead of offering clear reassurance, Harris seems to be leaning into the fact that this election might be stolen by Donald Trump. I mean, so if there isn't election cheating or interference when Trump loses, but now that he's on track to win, Democrats are suddenly panicking that there might be cheating in the upcoming election. I mean, this is pure hypocrisy. You better believe they will contest if Trump wins, just like Republicans tried to do on January 6th, before Nancy Pelosi allowed a mob to enter the Capitol after the FBI stirred up the crowd. Now, I want to share something with you from Elon Musk today. He was stumping for Donald Trump in Pennsylvania, and the crowd went absolutely wild. Let me play that for you.
And I think the things we all want are simple, sensible, I think common sense things. We obviously want secure borders. We want safe cities. Sensible spending, so that we don't have crazy inflation. We want freedom of speech. We want the Constitution to be upheld. I'm being told at times that these are like right-wing values. I'm like, are you insane? There's literally the fundamental values that made America what it is today. Anyone who's against those things is fundamentally anti-American, and the hell with them. Yeah.
So I love what he had to say there. If you are against a secure border, if you are against the American dream, if you are against a safe nation, if you are against an affordable nation, you are fundamentally anti-American. And to hell with you, right? Like, I just love his bold stance. I think he is probably one of the more centrist people out there. But as the Democrat Party has gone further and further to the left, it's left him behind to the point where, like, wanting a secure border and an affordable America is suddenly like anti-American. Like, I don't know. I think he's so spot on. If you don't want those things, then you are clearly anti-American. I want a safe nation. I want a healthy nation. I want an affordable nation. I want a nation with a border and free and fair elections. If we don't have those, we don't actually have a country. Now, meanwhile, President Biden is upping the rhetoric on the campaign trail. Also in Pennsylvania, Biden openly stated that he desires to see Donald Trump thrown in jail. Referring to Trump's various legal challenges, Biden said, "This is the same guy who's been held liable for $83 million for sexual abuse and defamation. The same guy responsible for overturning Roe v. Wade. The same guy with 3 other major cases waiting for him when he loses. And by the way, 34 felonies, and so far he had to get sentenced. He got the sentences kicked back, but I want to watch that sentence. Let's be clear. Donald Trump is running to stay out of jail, not to serve the American people." So you have the sitting president of the United States publicly announcing he looks forward to his own Department of Justice locking up a political opponent. This isn't America. This is anti-American. Come on, President Biden, be better than that. Now, the hypocrisy of the so-called party of democracy is now on full display. They're openly calling for their political opponents to be jailed, hinting at election rigging, and blaming voters for being sexist. Washington's hypocrisy knows no bound. And let's not forget, Nancy Pelosi bashed Trump for January 6th, only to later admit that she was responsible for the event, that she had rejected the National Guard. And Harris, too, she's flip-flopped on her position, once supporting the decriminalization of illegal immigrants, only to change her stance when it suits her when she runs for president. These are radical politicians who love pointing fingers, but can't seem to take responsibility for any of their own mistakes. All right, just look at what Harris said during her recent interview with Fox. She kept claiming that Trump only cares about what benefits him politically. She does not know what projection is. Come on. Everything they say that Trump is doing, they are doing. Trump has not flip-flopped. In fact, he's been extremely consistent, which is one reason I believe he's doing so well in the polls. All right, now I want to play you a clip from the Trump Patrick Bet-David interview, and then I want to talk about it with you.
And Tim Cook called me up directly, and he did it himself, didn't have to pay 10 cents, and I gave him 100% of what he wanted, because he was right. I mean, you can't compete with Samsung, and one's paying a tax. But I said, you got to gradually move your company here. But then 3 hours ago, he called me. He said, I'd like to talk to you about something. What? He said, the European Union has just fined us $15 billion. I said, that's a lot. I know the feeling because I get fined too in fake cases. But I don't know if his case is fake yet, but it's a lot. Then on top of that, they got fined by the European Union another $2 billion. So he's a $17 to $18 billion fine. I even said about Apple, can you pay that? I mean, do you have that kind? That's a lot of money. And he said something that was interesting. He said they're using that to run their enterprise, meaning Europe is their enterprise. And I said, that's a lot. I said, but Tim, I got to get elected first. But I'm not going to let them take advantage of our companies. That won't, be happening.
Okay, so think about this. When you think about the quintessential CEO of an American company, do you not think of Tim Cook of Apple? I know I do. Apple is one of the most successful American companies. I have an Apple phone. I have an Apple computer. I use Apple TV. Apple is a big deal, right? And so does he call Kamala Harris? No. Why? Because he fully believes that Donald Trump is going to become the 47th president of the United States. Now, he is saying, listen, you need to protect American companies. When you were president, you asked me to bring money back to America and jobs back to America, and I did that. And when you become president, you have to defend American businesses. Europe is fining us $15 billion. Think about how large that is. And they're funding their operation, which means they get that money. And then what do? They go after more and more American businesses. But I wanted to share that with you because America, number one, is under attack. But number two, the quintessential CEO of a successful American business is going to Donald Trump saying, future president, you have to protect American business. And he is going to. But like Trump said, I got to get into office first so that I can protect America and make America great. All right, now some international news. This is big. The Hamas mastermind behind the October 7th attack on Israel has been confirmed dead. The IDF said Yahya Sinwar was eliminated after hiding for the past year behind the civilian population of Gaza. But both below and above ground in Hamas tunnels in Gaza. The dozens of operations carried out by IDF and the ISA over the last year, and in recent weeks in the area where he was eliminated, restricted Sinwar's operational movement as he was pursued by the forces and led to this elimination. So basically, the IDF of Israel, they have been systematically tracking this guy and finding where he was, and they took him out. Now, I was able to see the actual photo of this man. I'm not going to flash it, but let me just say, he's gone. This dude is double dead. So this may be the beginning of the end of the Israel-Gaza-Hamas situation. I hope and pray that it is. They have to take out Hamas, but they also have to end this war because too many civilians are dying. Imagine a Gaza with good leadership, just like in America with good leadership. Now, Vice President Kamala Harris immediately responded to the news by giving a public statement as if she was president. She acknowledged that October 7th was the deadliest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust, and bashed on Sinwar for his role in killing Israelis and this attack on Israel. Overall, it was an extremely pro-Israel statement because they are trying to, after offending the Jewish people, trying to get that back without losing the Muslim vote. All right, now that's my update for today. Lots of big stories in the news. Please give this video a like. Hit that subscribe button. We're almost to 1.8 million amazing truth seekers. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next video.